Good day, everybody. It's Trent Clarenbach with a Clarenbach Grain Report. Today is February the 9th, 2026, and let's take a look at canola. So canola is, well, hey, it's always interesting to me. Let's get the right chart on here. It's the daily continuous chart of canola using a nearby month as the price, and in this situation, the nearby month is the May contract, and you can see that it's hanging around the 675 level. Now, when it gets to the 675 level, I anticipate some sort of resistance, and we're finding that. So I actually entered into a short position here last week. I think I mentioned that. We're a bit offside on it at the moment. It's not working out as we anticipate, or we're hoping to, or as quickly as we hope to. But what I'm hoping for is, and I'm playing as a pullback down to this 662, 661 level, 660 level. And that is the top end of our laddered sell strategy we had earlier between, you remember that we had that in December and January and to the top end of that. And that's where that purple 200-day moving average is. So I anticipate a pullback down there before we get an opportunity and build up enough energy to move higher. Will it happen? I'm not sure, but I've got my money on it, so we'll see if that happens or not. This 50-day moving average is advancing. It's quite a bit below the 200-day moving average, but yeah, I do anticipate some sort of resistance here to continue for a bit and maybe a pullback, lose $15, $16 a ton. Let's take a look at the March contract. It's trading at just 665 right now, and it's finding some resistance from this 200-day moving average. There's still some volume on the March contract, but yeah, it's starting to act as resistance. Again, it's been an important level in the past. I think it's going to continue to be so. I anticipate the pullback in this chart. I would argue gives you further support to that narrative. We just take a look at the May contract, and yeah, again, the May contract, again, it's that 200-day moving average, which is acting as resistance. That and some other things, right? There's a whole host of indicators and reasons why it is at this level. All right, let's take a look at canola in Saskatchewan using the Clarenbach Price Index. And we've been talking about this since before Christmas, back in December, that we would see a rally. We anticipated a rally in canola, and we're getting it. And it's getting really interesting. I have to go back, but I talked about maybe a rally up to the index level being 1460, like $1. I forget what it was. But anyways, we anticipated a rally, anticipated another 80 cents move in their price index, which is probably relevant to the cash price that you can receive. Another, let's say 80 cents, 70, 80 cents above today's canola price. So we'll see if that continues. We're above this green 50-week moving average. So I think we get back up to here. Maybe that coincides with this downtrending 200-week moving average. But again, I think we see that rally and that's supportive. Let's look at the basis. This is where it gets interesting because this is really unique. No one else is doing this to my knowledge, and I think it's extremely valuable. I'm going to clean up the chart up just so you can see a little better on it. So back here in October 20th, we outlined this possible price path for the basis using our basis index for Saskatchewan, and the green line is the price path. So, we broke out above this wedge. We got the rally. It went further than I anticipated it would. It went actually up past this resistance level up to this one here, and then with the contract change, the basis gotten wider, I guess, and came back down to this trend line. So we're going to see if this holds up. I think it can go down another, this is another $5 per ton. I think I can go back down to this fib level, and then maybe we see another push higher. But so far, this is playing out. I don't know. I would argue it's almost exactly as I anticipated. So we'll see if that continues. But all these charts show us some things that can happen. So if I think there's going to be a pullback in the price of canola on the futures and on the cash price, the basis will be part of the reasons for that lower cash price. And then If we pull back to those levels that I think are going to act as support, kind of coincides with this possible price path on the basis, and then we can see a rally, improvement of the basis, improvement in the futures, and improvement in the cash price as well. If we get all those things aligned, then we can anticipate higher prices going into the spring and maybe even summer. My name is Trent Clarenbach. It's sunny in Saskatoon. Life's good.